Fate give Big Brother a chop? What is it that Fate has on Big Brother that has made him to be this person that can never do any wrong when it comes to Big Brother? Big Brother will rather chastise Fate in private than actually call him out in public. I'm very sure that is the thought that a lot of us viewers are having, fans and haters alike. Yes, guys. And also, the housemates probably would be wondering the same thing too. Because, I mean, why would you be congratulating and hyping and praising a man that blatantly refused to be part of their wager? He was literally forced by Big Brother to sit with his team. And when the housemate thought, okay, he's about to get, called out, what did Big Brother do? He decided to praise Fate for his remarkable record this season. I mean, when Big Brother was saying that, a lot of them did not clap. Like, we're like, Big Brother, are you being really, are you being serious right now? This man wanted to sabotage our team, and here you are praising him. Now, Big Brother, you better come out and tell us what exactly is going on here. Now, before we talk about Fate and the whole brouhaha that went down today at their wager presentation, let's talk about some of the other major incidents that happened today. Let's start with Zita. Okay. Zita's judgment came today. Big Brother had to pass his punishment to her. And honestly, when Big Brother had asked them together in the lounge, I just knew that, okay, that is going to be a serious business, because I mean, it's not Sunday Life eviction, it's not nomination day. So whenever Big Brother calls you to the lounge like that, you know it's serious business. And when Big Brother started, told them to watch the screen, yeah, the housemates now knew that, okay, shit is about to become real, because Big Brother started playing the clip. In fact, he played it from how it started. Played and replayed and replay it just to make sure that they understand the gravity of what had happened. Yes, guys. Now, let's pause on that. Let's talk about something that happened before then. Now, you all know that Zita had poured hot Indomie on Rude Boy, and Rude Boy, reflex action, Tawai gave her a slap. But after that, she recognized that she had messed up, so she went to talk with Rude Boy that same night, and Rude Boy was like, you know what, I forgive you, but I don't think we're gonna be friends. I'm like, oh my god, this is sad. I mean, Rude Boy and Zita had each other's back. One was head of housemaid, the other one house guest, saved the other one. Like, they had each other's back up until that moment. So it was kind of sad. I felt sorry for Zita, because you could tell that she was actually very remorseful. And the next day, which is on Friday morning, Zita had gone also to apologize, but this time around she apologized publicly, and you could tell that baby girl actually meant what she said. And woo, I was like, okay, Big Brother, at this point, you have to take a chill pill. Like, don't try to invoke that your section 15, subsection, whatever that you are trying to do. Now, back to them being in the lounge. After Big Brother has shown them, he now, of course, talked about the rules, told them that, okay, everybody has, in a house like this, there's bound to be misunderstanding, but where we draw the line is being physically violent, which can also include, goading, provocation, and all what's not. You guys know all those things that are being written in the rule book. Like, tell me why when Big Brother was reading that, yes, my heart was really beaten for Zita, but then I found it funny, because if Big Brother is quoting all this now, ninth week, when a lot of these things he's mentioned has gone down all through the season, it's just crazy. And do you even know what made me laugh? When he said Big Brother has exercised a lot of leniency. Like, nah, you don't say. So anyways, Big Brother asked Zeta to stand up, of course, and then he gave her a double strike. Now, you guys remember in my previous video, I told you guys that would be the only acceptable thing. That would be the only acceptable punishment, because why would Big Brother even disqualify her? Because if he disqualifies her, he knows that he has messed up and he has allowed a lot of things from the beginning of the season. So giving her a disqualification would just be messy. Yeah, it will make a lot of people question Big Brother's decision. And yes, Big Brother decided, okay, I laid my bed, I have to lie on it. I can't come down on her with a heavy punishment. Let's just give her double strikes. Yes, guys. So I am happy that that's all Zita got. The show is about to end in a few days. Just so happy that she wasn't disqualified, because it's not like she has a very big fan base. You know, people that really rise up from disqualification are people that have a large following or a large fan base and all of that. Zita, I mean, knowing how she got into the house, you know, her parents not knowing, then being disqualified, all the winning she got last week. Oh my god, nah, that's not a good place for her. I'm sure that with that incident, with everything that went down, with everything that happened, she has learned her lesson. Now, you see, if Big Brother had actually cautioned her when that situation that happened between her and Media at the beginning of the season happened, probably we would not be here. You understand? Anyways, that being said, it was time for their wager. Now, even when they were practicing for their wager and all of that, Faith was just sitting and just not saying anything. I told you guys he decided to be mute. Yeah, he was busy doing his own artwork. I'm like, this guy is such a mad person. Anyway, so their wager started. The first team, the Coliseum, they started. And oh, funny thing, you see that wager thing that Faith thought Capable went and put it together and wrote it out and all of that. See, Capable is really mad at Faith. He's really, really mad at Faith. And I don't even know. I don't think I've seen him this mad before. I guess it's because Faith had told him, without me, you guys are not going to win shit. Anywho, so when they started, their team was the first. And at some point during their auction, people was like, you know what, Faith, go and join your team. They did great. I enjoyed, you know, their presentation, the artwork. They followed the team to the T. Shout out to Manson. Shout out to Zita. I'm very happy that Big Brother had actually acknowledged them. Their presentation was beautiful. Day recreating or creating that dress on stage, that was so beautiful. Now, the second team didn't really follow the team, but they actually tugged on our emotions because it was so emotional. I mean, you only have to be somebody that has a heart of stone, but even if you do, you will be touched. Their story was spectacular. I think it's the Outcast that's the team of their presentation. It was so beautiful. Koyin, as usual, danced so beautifully. Emisi was the star of the show, and crazy that in the talent show, yeah, Emisi was proclaimed the winner by Koyin. Will that be what will translate in real life come on the 5th of October? Well, we'll find out. Anywho, when it was time for appraisal, Big Brother asked Dede to talk about or give her honest opinion on the performance of her team, and she said it was a 10 over 10 performance. For Jason's team, he was the one, and he said they did great. At the end of the day, Big Brother said, you know what? Everybody wins. You guys have come a long way. You know how Big Brother talks that gets you all up in your feelings? That was what he was doing. Then he started acknowledging them for the weeks that they were exceptional. He acknowledged Emisi, you know, for her acting. Is it Americana? Yeah, I think that's the name of the play. Then Midday for Lost But Found or Lost and Found. Jason, Manson for the time they did the circus thingy, and he acknowledged all of them. Koyin for, of course, you guys know he killed it when he represented Isaleko. Yes, for their last week's presentation, he acknowledged every one of them that were exceptional. Now, the housemates were, of course, in high spirits. Everybody called Faith, and they were like, okay, he's about to get it. Like, Big Brother's about to call him out. But no, what did Big Brother do? Big Brother actually said before he mentioned the name, Big Brother was like, there's only one housemate that has won every wager that he's been part of, except for the time that the house lost, in general, that he has always won 8 good times ever since, the season has started. He has never lost a wager tax or something. And then he called Faith. The housemates could not believe it. They couldn't even clap. They were like, is this man mad? Okay, they did not say that, but I'm sure a lot of them were thinking that, like, is this man mad? Like, we're expecting you to call him out for his behavior, and here you are praising him. Yeah, it was crazy. What I think about Faith. I think I've said this before, and now I think I'm sounding like a broken record, but I'll repeat it again. Faith has a very big ego. And that ego, it's not, how do I put it now? It did not just stem out of nothing. It stemmed out of the fact that I'm good. I know I'm good, right? So I'm going to make you choke on it. You know when a fine girl knows that she is fine, right? You know that kind of pride that comes with it? That's the kind of pride that Faith has. He knows he's intellectually there, and he has looked at them and he's thinking, none of you match me intellectually. That might not be true, but that's what he's thinking. And he feels, that kind of pride. Now, is Big Brother being biased towards Faith? I would say yes. Yeah, it's glaring. Like, even when Faith would do stuff, Big Brother will not call him out on that. Instead, Big Brother will kind of like wait for him to have his diary session before Big Brother will actually address it. And it's kind of like very open, even the housemates see it, right? But that being said, I think Big Brother also has taken to him because he's a smart guy and he's always putting his 10 over 10 in every task that he is involved in. So I think because of that, people are like, okay, this one is going to be my golden goose or my golden child of the season. And I think that's what it is. Because every season we have that particular housemate that Big Brother just takes a liking to. And I think this season it's Faith. And yeah, a lot of people that are not his fans are not liking it. And his fans are like, you know what? We don't care. And Faith himself doesn't care. Yes, guys. So I think that's it about Faith. He's cocky, he's egoistic. Is that a word? Yeah, his ego is so high, and it's all because he knows that he's all that. And yeah, that's what it is. He feels like, okay, whatever it is that my ego is saying, I can back it up with my brains and my intellectuals. And that has gotten him a large fan base. And I think for the first time in a long time, we actually see the villain of the season gaining momentum. Normally, what we see is the villain of the season getting kicked out. People don't like it, not liking him at all. But this season, we are seeing a shift. The villain of the season and the favorite of the season from the fans' perspective, getting large fan bases or large following. And it's so crazy because all these people, the favorites and the villain, will probably head to the finals, and they're going to be going head to head. And see, that's why I say, when people say, oh, this person is definitely going to win, this person is definitely going to win, I'm like, chill, the game might turn. It might just turn. If a person wins, honestly, I do not care. Any of them can win because they have given us a proper show. And I cannot wait for the finale for us to see. Will it be Fate? Will it be Imisi? Will it be Koyin? Will it be Sultana? Will it be Dede? And I know why I called these 5 people, because for me, I feel like these are the ones that are runners to win the money. On that note, I'd like to say a very big thank you to you all for being part of my channel. If you have not yet subscribed, kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Until I come your way again, I remain your darling girl, ezinnemwilliams. Have yourself a beautiful, wonderful day ahead.